Those other people a little bit taller. We opened up with fanfare from Wakakusa Hill. It's a Japanese fanfare, and the high school students in Japan run up the hill, they light the tree, and they run down the hill. And it's a big ritual over there, and what a powerful opening. And our next piece of music, now that we're going to Japan, we're going to Europe, literally this summer. Mr. Wilson's also going. But this piece of music is written by a composer from London, Philip Sparks, and in Europe they don't write music like they do over here. We have key signatures. We give the students much more information than this composer has given to these students. So we have worked endless hours on this piece of music because it's really out of their comfort zone. I've never done this piece of music at a clinic, and I told them I did a band at Harvard University last year. I do lots of bands all over the country, and I've never been able to do this band. But knowing the caliber of the band programs in Davidson County, the middle schools and the high schools, I thought, we're going to do it. And I hope you enjoy it and can appreciate the level of difficulty of Jubilee Prelude. Was that like phenomenal or what? Did you feel like you were in London? You have no idea how hard that was. We spent 3 hours on that this morning, and they couldn't talk and they couldn't move because we had to go note to note to figure it out. And what a major accomplishment. Thank you very much. Now I can go around the country and say, Davidson County did it. Now we're going to play with your emotions just a little bit. This next piece of music is written by Travis Carls. He's the band director at Virginia Tech. And he wrote this piece of music so that you will never forget the tragic event that occurred on their campus. And I've done this with my band. We played this at Symphony Hall in Chicago. And it was such a moving piece, and it takes a mature musician to play it. It takes so much heart, and they have to tell this story about each individual victim. And at the beginning, it doesn't take place before the incident or during the incident. It takes place after it, and how each angel comes down and takes that victim up. And you're going to hear all these different beautiful melodies, and you're going to know exactly when heaven opens up and accepts everybody into their loving arms. The last part of it, after we go up, it goes back and it reminds you, never forget these victims. Even though it's been several years, please don't ever forget. So I know that these students, it's very difficult for them. They've not personally had tragedy like that in their lives, but they have done an outstanding job. So I hope you appreciate and can remember what happened that day at Virginia Tech. Tribute by Travis Cross. Thank you so much. That's such a powerful, meaningful piece of music, and thank you for your appreciation. A special thank you to Norian Fordham. He's back here somewhere. He's been our clinician assistant and done everything. So guys, let's give him a great round. Crush, you've heard a lot about how he's gotten everything organized, but my thanks to the band directors in Davidson County. I have the utmost respect for the work that's going on in this county, and I was very, very excited to come down here, but there's one little problem. I have to leave tomorrow at 5:30. I have a Christmas parade tomorrow morning, so I'm just like, oh, jingle bells, it's just not going to really sound good. You know, for the Mars Hill folks, there's something that I can say about Mars Hill. We were taught to be teachers, and we're all still teaching, and I love it. I love being with them. I love teaching, and I know my colleagues and Mr. Wilson don't believe him. That's why we put him in the middle, take care of him, because we knew he wasn't going to behave. But, you know, I told the students they've got to thank their band directors, that your child spends more time with their band director than any other student or any, you know, in the whole school. I don't see the English and math and science teachers spending the time that your band directors do. And the reason we do it is because we love it. We love being with them, and we love emotion. And what we just did, could you test that? Is that part of the essential standards? Can it be tested? Again, thank you so much for having me down here. We're going to end with a piece of music, and you as parents, I don't think you've done your job of raising your children because they did not know one Jersey Boy song. Now, parents, raise your hand if you know all the Jersey Boy songs and all the words that go with them. Yeah, you got to know the Jersey Boys. If you don't know the Jersey Boys, you're going to know it when you hear it. So we're going to end up, and being from the mountains, you know, we don't get out very often. So when we do, we take full advantage of it, and we certainly don't dress up very often. And those two directors from Asheville, Hendersonville is where it's at. 18 miles south of Asheville. And if you ever thought about relocating your family, forget Asheville, come to Hendersonville. We'd love to have them in the band. But these guys have been fabulous. So thank you so much for letting these children be with me for the past day and a half. And thank you so much for letting them make me look good. So once again, we're going to end our program. And if you feel like you got to dance or clap or do anything, do it with us, with the Jersey Boys.